Aben, he's at an age where he don't want to show all of his emotion, but I can go days without thinking about it. And then I can't stop crying.
Angela's emotional conversation with her brother Lawrence on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 was one of those moments that really slowed everything down and showed a much deeper side of her. Outside of the drama, the disagreements, and everything else happening in the group, this was a reminder that everyone has real things they are carrying behind the scenes.
You wanna go play? Go play. Oh my God.
Right.
Remember we used to live across the street in Cooper Park?
They had the basketball courts with I can dunk on at 12.
Can you still dunk?
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna let you and Charles go at it.
Nah. He been on there a little bit longer than I am.
My brother and I are extremely close. On my mom's side, there's 3 of us. My brother was definitely the troublemaker, and he's the only boy. He taught me actually how to fight. I look to my brother even now for advice, and I hadn't seen him since, my mom passed. So it means the world to me having my brother here with me today.
Been a long time.
It's just a lot going on because Mama was always there.
Yeah.
It's just been crazy for Amari, for Arlie, for Aben.
It's still relatively new,
Arlie is like, I miss the grandma because grandma is usually sitting on the couch.
Wow, Aben, that's how you celebrate?
Let me count them for you, boo. And don't count it in front of people so people can see how much money you got.
And be
Street
jealous.
code.
And be jealous.
And Aben, he's at an age where he don't want to show all of his emotion, but I can go days without thinking about it. And then I can't stop crying.
Condolences once again on the passing of your mom. The loss was so sudden, right?
It was very sudden, and I often feel like I'm watching someone else's life. Grief is tricky. I try my best to not deal with the pain that's just sitting there waiting for me to address it. It just feels so unfair.
You gonna make me over here getting my feels. I've been trying not to. It's hard. How's Amari been? I feel like she took it the worst.
She's still taking it the worst.
How's Valeria with that?
And how is she with what?
Is she helping Amari through it?
You know how I felt about her getting married.
Everybody knows she's married, right?
Arlie and Aben knows that Valeria is Amari's best friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can't pamper these children and treat them like they don't need to know. They need to be armed with as much information as possible in order to deal with the world the way it is.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, but we'll see.
Making a major life decision, such as marriage, should be shared with those you're closest to. And Amari adores her siblings. It's Amari's job to explain to her siblings that she's married. They'll have a lot of questions. Those are questions that only Amari will be able to answer.
I'm glad I got the chance to sit back and actually talk with you,
Yeah.
even though we don't get the chance to do that very much. I love you too.
Seeing Angela open up about losing her mother was heartbreaking, because losing a parent is a type of pain that changes a person. It's not something that just goes away because time passes. You learn how to continue living, but that missing piece is always there. And what made this moment with Lawrence so powerful was that it was not about creating drama or proving a point. It was just a brother and sister having a real conversation about someone they both loved and the impact that loss had on them. Sometimes people see someone smiling, working, taking care of their family, and moving forward, but they do not realize that person is still carrying grief. Angela has shown a strong side of herself on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but this conversation showed the vulnerable side. It showed the part of her that is still healing and still dealing with the emotions of losing someone so important. A mother is often the person who holds everything together in a family. For a lot of people, their mother is the person they call when they need advice, comfort, encouragement, or just someone who understands them. So when that person is no longer physically there, it creates a completely different reality. And seeing Angela talk about that pain was emotional because it was genuine. You could see that this was not something she was just talking about for a moment. This was something that still lives with her. That is one thing about grief that people sometimes misunderstand. They expect people to move on, but losing someone you love does not work that way. You do not just forget. You do not just wake up one day and stop missing them. You simply learn how to carry the love and the memories differently. Angela and Lawrence having each other through that experience is also important, because sometimes family members are the only ones who truly understand the depth of a loss. Other people can support you and care about you, but someone who lost that same person understands the memories, the history, and the emotions attached to that relationship. That connection between siblings can become even stronger after a loss, because they are holding on to the same memories. I also appreciated seeing Angela allow herself to be emotional, because sometimes people feel like they always have to stay strong. Especially when you are someone everyone expects to have everything together, it can become hard to admit that you are hurting. But being vulnerable does not mean you are weak. Sometimes opening up about what you are feeling takes more strength than pretending everything is okay. And this conversation with Lawrence showed that. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is known for entertaining moments, funny shade, and big personalities, but scenes like this are necessary because they show the real people behind everything. Everyone has a story. Everyone has experienced something that shaped who they are. For Angela, losing her mother is clearly one of those things. And even though her mother is not physically here, you can tell the love and the impact are still present. That is the thing about losing someone who means everything to you. Their influence does not disappear. The lessons they taught you, the memories you created, and the love they gave you continue to be a part of your life. Angela's emotions showed how much her mother meant to her, and honestly, moments like this make people understand Angela more. It gives more context to who she is beyond the surface. The show can have all the drama and arguments, but these are the scenes that create a real connection. Because everyone can relate to loving someone. Everyone can understand the fear of losing someone important. Angela sharing that part of herself allowed people to see her heart. Another thing that stood out was the importance of having conversations like this while dealing with grief. Sometimes people hold everything inside because they do not want to make others uncomfortable.
But talking about the person you lost can actually keep their memory alive.
Remembering them, sharing stories, and expressing those emotions can be part of healing. Angela and Lawrence being able to talk about their mother together showed how much love still exists in their family. Even through pain, that love remains. And that is what made the scene so meaningful. It was not about sadness only. It was also about honoring someone who clearly had a huge impact on their lives. Sometimes the hardest part of losing someone is learning how to move forward while still carrying them with you. Angela is continuing her journey, building her life and creating new memories, but her mother will always be a part of who she is. The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 17 gave Angela a moment where people could see her in a different light, not just as someone involved in the group dynamics, but as a daughter who misses her mother and a sister sharing that pain with her brother. And honestly, this is the type of real moment that brings balance to the show. The drama will always be there, but moments about family, healing, and love are what make the stories feel real. Angela and Lawrence's conversation was a reminder to appreciate the people you love while they are here, and to understand that everyone is carrying something you might not see. At the end of the day, this was a beautiful moment about family, grief, and the love that continues even after losing someone.